Tuesday, 1st of September 2015. First, let's look at the paper highlights from Daily Mirror. Selecting opposition leader, MS tells opposition to decide. Hour-long meeting with UPFA leaders. President Maithripala Sirisena at a meeting yesterday told leaders of 4 political parties in the United People's Freedom Alliance that he would leave it to the opposition parliaments to select someone of their choice as opposition leader. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. Opposition leader appointment postponed. The appointment of the opposition leader will not take place when the inaugural session of the 8th Parliament meets today, as a final agreement had not been reached among political parties in this regard, informed sources said. However, they said the posts of Speaker, Deputy Speaker and Deputy Chairman of committees would be filled soon after the convening of the session today. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. Inaugural meeting of the 8th Parliament. The inaugural session of 8th Parliament under the 1978 Constitution will meet today. The parliamentary meeting is scheduled to begin at 9:30 am. This session will be held only to swear in the MPs and to elect a Speaker, a Deputy Speaker and a Deputy Chairman of committees. More highlights from Daily Mirror. UPFA to form new party. Gamanpila. Pivitru Helaurume General Secretary Uday Gamanpila said yesterday several constituent parties of the United People's Freedom Alliance would contest the local government election under a new political alliance. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. Ranil states criteria for portfolios. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe is reported to have told his party seniors that in assigning cabinet portfolios he would consider those who had either won their respective electoral districts or improved their performance when compared with previous elections. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. Rupees 115 million loss at ITN. PCOI summons ex-ITN chief. The Presidential Commission of Inquiry will today interrogate former ITN chairman Anura Siriwardena over a loss of Rupees 115 million incurred by the state-owned television station, which had broadcast ex-President Mahinda Rajapaksa's advertisements which were not paid for. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. 600 guest passes for today's sessions. As many as 600 guest passes have been issued for today's inaugural session of the 8th Parliament, informed sources said yesterday. Parliament sources told the Daily Mirror that extra rows would be placed in the public gallery. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. Moves to detach UPFA from SLFP. Moves are afoot by some United People's Freedom Alliance stalwarts to detach the alliance from its main constituent partner, the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, and contest the local government elections under the beetle leaf symbol. Daily Mirror learns. More highlights from Daily Mirror. FR petition on national list. Amended caption by September 10th. Former parliamentarian who challenged the UPFA nationalist appointment was yesterday granted time till September 10th by the Supreme Court to file an amended caption. The bench comprised the Chief Justice K. Sripavan, Justices Priyantha Jayawardena and Anil Gunaratne. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. No offence transpires against KP. The Attorney General yesterday informed the appeal court that so far no offence had transpired against Shanmugam Kumaran Padmanathan alias KP in respect of the reports examined by the AG on the writ petition filed by the Janata Vimukti Peramuna. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. Court prevents KP from leaving country. The Court of Appeal yesterday further extended the interim order directing the Controller of Immigration and Immigration to prevent Kumaran Padmanathan alias KP from leaving the country. The writ petition was put off for mention on October 28th. Now let's move to the paper highlights from Ceylon today. Opposition can select opposition leader. Maitri. President Maithripala Sirisena has agreed to allow opposition MPs to select opposition leader during a discussion with constituent parties of the UPFA. National Freedom Front leader Wimal Virmangsa said. Another highlight from Ceylon today. Former Deputy Minister Fisheries to be hauled up. Presidential Commission has decided to take steps through the Attorney General's office against the former Deputy Minister of Fisheries Sarath Gunaratne, who had allegedly misappropriated more than Rs 13 million of the Ceylon Fisheries Harbour Corporation. It was also revealed that Gunaratne had spent more than Rs 9.9 million on constructing an election rally stage in the Negombo Urban Council grounds during the last presidential election. He is also accused of misappropriating funds around Rs 23 million for political needs on t-shirts, caps, hats and the publishing of diaries. Another highlight from Ceylon today. New post-election coalition in the offing. 6 political parties are currently engaged in discussions in order to form a new alliance in the opposition, said the Colombo District MP-elect Uday Gamanpila. Another highlight from Ceylon today. Another Sri Lankan first. Former president takes oaths as MP again. For the first time in the country's history, a former president would take oaths as a member of parliament today. More highlights from Ceylon today. FR petition by nationalist reject. Chief Justice K. Sripavan told the counsels of D.D. Somavira Chandrasri, who filed a fundamental rights petition against the Parliamentary Nationalists, to support it on 10th September with amended petition. When this matter was taken up before the bench comprised of CJ Justices Priyantha Jayawardena and Anil Gunaratna, the CJ pointed out that there was no most important document in the case record. Now let's move to the paper highlights from Daily News. Vimal apologizes to President for using abusive language during presidential election campaign. President tells Veerawangsa, let bygones be bygones. In what is called a dramatic turn of events in the local political arena, NFF leader Vimal Veerawangsa had tendered an apology to President Maithripala Sirisena when a UPFA delegation met the president yesterday. Veerawangsa had tendered the apology to the president for using abusive language during the presidential election campaign against him. According to UPFA sources, Veerawangsa had tendered an apology to the president during a discussion at the Paget Road residence. The president in turn had told Veerawangsa, let bygones be bygones. Veerawangsa, a key speaker of former President Mahinda Rajapaksa's campaign in January, was known as the harshest critic of Maithripala Sirisena, who was then the common candidate of the opposition. Another highlight from Daily News. Sessions of 8th Parliament begins today. The sessions of the 8th Parliament will commence today at 9:30 am, where 225 members elected to the legislature will take oaths before the Speaker, who would be elected in the morning. Proceedings will begin after the Secretary General of Parliament reads the proclamation made by the President summoning the meeting and asking them to elect a Speaker. According to Parliamentary Secretary General Dhammika Dasanayaka, the Speaker is to be elected after the members of the new Parliament take their seats in the well. Another highlight from Daily News. UNP SLFP conclude final round of talks on national government. The UNP and the SLFP held the final round of discussions last evening with regard to the formation of a national government. The meeting, held at the President's official residence, was chaired by President Maithripala Sirisena. Another highlight from Daily News. Fonseca refused Karuna's contention that Prabha shot himself. Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca, who commanded the Sri Lanka Army during the 2006-2009 Elam War 4, has refuted the contention of former Tiger commander Karuna Amman that Tiger leader Velupillai Prabhakaran had shot himself dead and not killed by Lankan troops. Another highlight from Daily News. CWC undecided on ministerial portfolios. CWC Vice President and media spokesman P. Shaktivel said, although the CWC has decided to support the National Unity Government in Parliament, it has not taken a final decision whether it should ask for any ministerial portfolios or not. He said the manner in which the party should lead its support was still under discussion. The CWC has 2 elected members in Parliament. They are Party Leader Arumugam Tondaman and Vice Chairman Muthu Sivalingam. More highlights from Daily News. President allows UPFA members to choose opposition leader. United People's Freedom Alliance members are now at liberty to pick an opposition leader of their choice, said National Freedom Front leader Vimal Veerawangsa. President Maithripala Sirisena yesterday called on the leaders of the UPFA to choose a new opposition leader. At a meeting held yesterday with UPFA leaders in Colombo, the president granted us permission to choose an opposition leader, Veerawangsa said. Another highlight from Daily News. MEP FR petition fixed for September 10th. The Supreme Court yesterday fixed September 10th for support the fundamental rights petition filed by the Mahajana Exit Peramuna, challenging the United People's Freedom Alliance nationalist when the petition was taken up before a 3-judge bench. The respondents in this case informed court that they were yet to receive the documents pertaining to the petition. The petitioner MEP also informed court that they would file an amended petition on September 10th in court. Another highlight from Daily News. Gammanpilla not invited to party leaders meeting. Pivithuru Urume General Secretary Uday Gammanpilla yesterday said he was not invited to the President's meeting held yesterday with party leaders of the United People's Freedom Alliance. More highlights from Daily News. Disciplinary action against 4 SLFP MPs elect. The Sri Lanka Freedom Party has decided to take disciplinary action against 4 members who have been elected to Parliament at the 2015 general election. These members have been charged with criticizing the party leadership in public. Another highlight from Daily Mirror. AG's department informs Court of Appeal. KP not involved in criminal activities. The Attorney General's department yesterday informed the Court of Appeal that Kumaran Padmanathan alias KP, who is considered to have been an international leader of the LTTE, has not been involved in criminal activities. The Attorney General's department in its submissions told court that investigations conducted so far have not found KP to be involved in any criminal activities. We brought you the paper highlights from today's newspapers. Thank you for listening to the paper highlights on AthavanEnglish.com. Have a nice day.